Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum and very good afternoon, everyone. I, Shaikh, welcome you all to this insightful workshop on research methodology organized by the Department of Chemistry, Pune College, in collaboration with the Department of Chemistry, Maulana Azad College, Aurangabad. We are honored to have esteemed resource person and enthusiastic participant with us today. Let's embark on this journey to explore the world of research. Before we begin, a quick note. Please keep your microphone muted during this session. You can post your question in the chat box and we will discuss or address them during the question answer session. Let us begin this program with the recitation of Holy Quran. I may request Ms. Afrin Siddiqui, student of TYBSC Pune College, to kindly proceed with the tilawat. Ms. Afrin.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين.
Thank you for the beautiful recitation, Ms. Afrin. I now invite Dr. Muhammad Zamir Ahmad, workshop coordinator, to deliver the welcome address and introduce our speaker, Professor Dr. Pathan Muhammad Arif Ali Khan, who will shed light on the theme of this workshop. Over to you, Zamir sir.
Thank you, sir. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Respected Principal Dr. Iqbal and Shaikh sir, Pune College, Dr. Mazhar Farooqi sir, Maulana Azad College, Aurangabad, Vice Principals of both the institutes, heads of various departments, and distinguished faculty members of various institutes who have joined this workshop, and research scholars, and my dear PG and UG students. Good afternoon to one and all. I welcome you all on behalf of Pune College for this workshop. At the outset, I would like to thank heads of both the institutes for giving us the freedom to conduct various collaborative activities under our MOU. Dear participants, this workshop is envisioned and customized to enhance the academic research writing skills of the PG students and research scholars, and providing a research temperament for their future endeavors. And we strongly believe that this will help them to equip the part with a comprehensive understanding of research methodology and its applications, to familiarize participants with various research techniques, tools, and methods. And we hope that at the end of this workshop, they will be able to identify and formulate research problems and objectives, design and develop research proposals and plans, effectively use reference management tools like Zotero and Mendeley, and organize and manage references for research papers, collaborate with others using Zotero and Mendeley softwares. To achieve these objectives, we have a blend of an experienced, eminent research scientist and professor, Dr. Arif Pathan sir, and a young research enthusiast, Mr. Gufran Shaikh, alumni of our department. He is currently pursuing his research program in the National University of Malaysia. I take this opportunity to welcome and introduce today's speaker, Dr. Arif Pathan sir, an excellent teacher, researcher, and an administrator, working as a professor and head department of chemistry, Maulana Azad College, Aurangabad. He has earned a huge list of accolades to his credit, but presently time will permit me only to highlight his personality with a few of the glimpses of his academic achievements. He is involved in the noble profession of teaching with more than 28 years. dealing and guiding to undergraduate and postgraduate students. He has published more than 80 research papers in journals of national and international repute with good impact factor on thrust areas of synthetic and medicinal chemistry. Working in an academic Working in an academic institution, he made it possible to earn two Indian patents to his credit. Under his able guidance, six students have been awarded PhD degree and five are working under the theme of medicinal chemistry. He is serving as a peer reviewer of many reported journals. He presented 40 plus papers in national and international conferences. He has completed two major and minor research projects. He has successfully organized 12 national and international conferences with his strong network in chemistry community. He is working in various important committees at college and university level. He served as member Board of Studies in Chemistry, Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar University and various colleges in Marathwada region. Currently, he is serving as the Chairman Board of Studies in Chemistry, Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Marathwada University, Aurangabad, and he has delivered many expert talks at various institutes across Maharashtra. So, dear participants, I feel this is a great opportunity for you to explore the scientific research writing with his expertise, and I'm sure that you will enjoy the coming session with his beautiful delivery of content. With these words, I once again welcome to one and all. Thank you. Over to you, Ruxar ma'am.
Thank you, sir, for the warm welcome and insightful introduction. Let us now begin with the first technical session. I invite Professor Dr. Pathan Muhammad Arif Ali Khan, Professor and Head Department of Chemistry, Maulana Azad College, to deliver a talk on a scientific research paper writing. Kindly take this session forward, sir. Professor Dr. Arif, sir.
Thank you, sir, Gandhi sir, for very kind words about my introduction. I am thankful to the principals of both the colleges, Pune College of Pune College, Pune, as well as Maulana Azad College of Arts, Science and Commerce, for giving me an opportunity to interact with the researchers and budding researchers of this area. I am going to speak on the topic scientific writings. As many of you have learned from the newspapers and the TV channels that government of India, that is Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi, has announced that all over the India there will be a single subscription of journals. One nation, one subscription is implemented from the 1st of January 2025. Keeping in mind that our country is lagging behind with the other countries in research and innovation. Now it audible. Hmm? So I was speaking about the research and innovation in India. Government of India is working very hard on research and innovations in our country. Therefore, it is going to have a platform where our budding researchers as well as research guides and working in different fields, they should have the subscription. They can avail the facility of research papers, downloading and studying and utilizing as per their needs. For that purpose, One Nation, One Subscription initiative has been taken. Government is also working and giving an opportunity to the scientists for their work get patented in India as well as abroad. In our country, we are having very large number of students pursuing their research in different fields. But because of lack of facilities and research journals, which are heavily charged, it is difficult to avail all the research journals. Therefore, Government of India has initiated a move to have a single subscription, and 1.8 crore researchers or people of this country can avail this facility in the first phase of One Nation, One Subscription facility. As it is evident from the policy of Government of India that government is focusing on research and innovation. We are the second largest and probably the first, becoming the first populated and educated and young people in the world. But still, we are lagging behind in research and innovation. Many of our talented researchers, they are going to various countries abroad and pursuing their research there. So why they cannot carry out their research in India? And once the research is completed, then it is to be communicated to the other persons, other scientists, other people, as well as it needs commercialization of the research. For that purpose, we have to publish our scientific work, which is we have carried out. That is why we have selected today's topic about writing the research paper in a scientific journal. The work which the scientists carried out, it is to be communicated to the other researchers, is the main purpose of scientific writings. So far as these writings are concerned, it should be in a lucid manner, lucid language, it should be very organized in a well ordered manner. The concepts and data should be clear, simple, and it can be communicated to the other scientists. So far as writing is concerned, the English language is the mostly used all over the world. That is why the paper should be in English and in a proper language so that it have the specific and correct to the point information you want to convey. And for that purpose, you have to write a research paper. And while writing a research paper, to communicate your research work to the others, you must, or everyone must have sir, please add the participants in between appearing so that there will be no disturbance. So I was speaking about that a scientific writing, it should not be incomplete. After getting the whole research data and its analysis with supporting references and citations, you can write a research paper. Research paper is written and published in original research results. So far as writing of research paper is concerned, the paper cannot be a good research paper, good article, if experimentation is poor. The data collection or the data generated during the experimentation is improper or poor, then brilliant writing cannot overcome that poor experimentation and results. To have a very good research paper, one can have a very good experimentation data. Only then the work can be a brilliant work. Secondly, during writing the paper, complex sentences should be avoided so that specific and pinpoint version of your statement, your results, and your research should be sent to the persons reading it. Use a simple language, especially English, so that it can be read by the persons all over the world. Then, after a very good experimentation and writing, the paper should be published in a very good reputed research journals. Research journals which are listed in various agencies like UGC, Web of Science, Scopus, and other agencies who keep the record or abstract these research papers. The work which is published in these reputed research journals have very good impact and utility in the society. The work should be free from plagiarism. That is, it should not include the cut paste tendency. The material, the matter, the research already reported should not be used for our research writings without proper citation as well as references. I am going to give you here the different tools for literature review, where the research already carried out and reported is available. One of them is PubMed, Google Scholar, Elicit. These are the places where literature can be searched. Then knowledge map and writing tools are also given here, where grammars in the paper can be checked and the mistakes can be rectified. Then there are tools which can be used for making our research paper more effective and more accurate. Different citation tools can be used like Mendeley, Zotero, etc. And my friend is going to speak how to use these citation tools in the coming lecture after me. As we are aware that there are different types of journals publishing their research in different subjects, different fields, different languages, as in different streams. So far as the work is to be published, peer review system is used by various research journals to control the quality of research publications. The evaluation of the process of academic and scientific and professional work done by individual in a similar field. While selecting the research journals, one has to keep in mind that there are predatory open access journals. They are charging a high publication fees and they don't have the legitimate publication process and plagiarism check methods. While selecting the research journals, one can have these type of steps. Keep in mind, what is the reputation of a research journal? A good research journal is having very good peer review system, very exhaustive checking of data, very comprehensive data of experimentation is required for the reputed research journals. The review journals, they are having a strong peer review process. Their data and the name of publishers, they are available on different websites as well as various places in the scientific literature. Try to be a member of reputed index journals, those which are charging very high. They do not show the publication charge at their website clearly. They show that the publication is free, or they do not speak about the charges. Once the paper is selected for publication, then they demands the excessive fees. Generally, this type of process is applied by the research journals which are not up to the mark, or having which are not having a good reputation. While submitting the paper, the grammar, spelling mistakes of the papers published in those journals also give the information about their nature, their quality. Predatory journals, generally they are having the work published in their journals with many spelling and grammar errors. So on the basis of that, you can judge whether the journal is repeated or having a predatory journal. Their websites are unclear. While writing a research paper, the work should not be copied from the work of others. Now, there are very strong plagiarism softwares available which can identify the plagiarism in your research papers. So, so the plagiarism should be avoided. Now, plagiarism, people sometimes mistaken that copying the data of other persons is only the plagiarism. The work reported in our research paper of the work carried out by someone else comes under direct plagiarism. The work should be recognized and cited properly to avoid direct plagiarism. And word-to-word transcription or word sentences should not be included in the research publications, research papers. Second type of plagiarism is self-plagiarism. Sometimes what happens, once I have published a paper in a journal, then we will pick one paragraph from there and published in a next research paper by the same authors. That type of plagiarism comes under self-plagiarism. So self-plagiarism should be avoided during the paper writing, then comes the mosaic plagiarism, where the students or researcher, they write the phrases from the source without using quotation mark, without putting inverted commas, without giving the proper reference to those who have already made this. And third type of plagiarism is accidental plagiarism, unintentional, which is the type of plagiarism where the work is published in another language or a journal which is not available easily, or the work which is published there, but it is to be downloaded with paying the charges. So sometimes that includes the content similar to us. That type of plagiarism comes under unintentional plagiarism or accidental plagiarism. Now we will come to the next point. The most important points for publication and searching the data, especially literature survey, we have to be very cautious and very attentive so that the primary references, primary literature refers the places in which original scientific research is published. What it means that a paper is published in a particular journal. If you pick, you can download that paper from the original publisher or original publishing site or the original research center, research journal, then that comes under primary literature. While if you are getting that in a cross reference, then it comes in a secondary, or the data which is obtained from the republication or simultaneous publications is coming under secondary. Sometimes the work is published 2 or more places by the author or publisher. Sometimes the publishers are also having the clone journals. They are having different names, but they are publishing the same data at both the places. So it is the violation of copyright and constitute a plagiarism. So that can be avoided. Now, while communicating the research paper, one should avoid the duplicate publication, multiple publications. Later on, it can be redundant, which can be taken back. So author as well as publishers, they should avoid unauthorized republication of the data. That also comes under plagiarism and copyright. So far as the peer review system and publication process is concerned, here author writes a paper and submit it. Sometimes it is rejected directly because the data which is not as per the guidelines or the format of a research journal. Sometimes it goes to the steps, primary plagiarism check, then reviewers recommendations, and then it is rejected. Sometimes after collecting the reviewers comment, again it is reviewed. second time, and then it can be accepted or rejected. And once reviewers gives their remarks or recommendations, then that paper will be revised as per their recommendations and will be either sent to the submitting author. Now, these are the major, or you can say that important points of rejection of research paper. First is the limit. Paper is having the limited interest. There are, if you want to publish a paper of organic synthesis, then chromatography A or chromatography B journal, it will not publish that type because they are having a limited interest, because on those journal they are publishing work related to chromatography. So if you submit a paper of organic synthesis to those journals, then it directly rejected. Then papers, there are some journals which are showing the routine application of well-known methods. Then third one is paper presented and incremental advances or is limited in scope. Means if any advances is not there in our work, then it is directly rejected. What I mean to say here is that if a person suggests a particular method development as well as validation for a particular drug, and another person develops another method, then it is having the limited difference. And sometimes those journals which considered it is a parallel type of work, therefore they are rejecting directly. Then sometimes novelty or importance of that work is not mentioned or given in that research paper. That is why they are rejected directly. These are the other reasons where we can have our papers to avoid the rejection. These are the major drawback that our English is having many grammatical mistakes as well as spelling mistakes, means poorly written due to the poor English language. The content is good, it is novel, but English is very poor, then also the work is rejected. Then these are the other facts, which is the literature survey is poor or not related to the aim and objectives of our work. Then also the paper is rejected. But rejection is not the end of our world. We can improvise, we can re-evaluate our work, we can rewrite and re-correct so that the paper is accepted. And to get our paper accepted, we must have attention to the details which we are giving. We should have full attention of the details which we are giving in our research article. Check and double check your work. It is reproducible as well as accurate. Consider the reviews. Review again and again so that refinement can be done. Our work, our paper writing will be refined. Enhance the English language of the content. English is, if it is poor, then there may be chances of rejecting the paper. So English should be good. Presentation is also very important. The data which is having significance should be mentioned, which should be given in a research paper. Take your time and revise it again. Then acknowledgement is the another fact, where if you are acknowledging the persons who helped you in either way, by providing literature survey, by providing the laboratories, by providing the instrumentation facilities, by providing different other things, then it is to be included in our paper. There should be a distinct line between the new work which we have carried out, it is original, and which is not published elsewhere by us as well as other researchers. Then critically evaluate the publication, the writings, and follow the ethics norms. So far as writing process is concerned, pre-writing, make notes is important. Write down the idea, start generation of text, drawing the figures, spelling mistakes, avoided. Writing, it is a skill and it requires very exhaustive reading, survey of literature survey. Then only we can have a writing, very good writing. Revise the work again, and then these are the material which one should have while writing a research paper. Record of readings, the experimental data, the results obtained, graph papers, graphs. If it is to be drawn, use proper softwares. If tables are required, then it should be as per the guidelines of the research journal. Then keep the file to record summaries, results, and observations. Then revising the readings and repeat and experiment if the material needs a revision. So far as research paper is concerned, it has various aspects in a research journal, a research paper. In fact, title, the researchers and their association is mandatory. We will see later on. But other parts of the research paper are abstract, introduction, literature review, methodologies, results, discussion, and then conclusions, as well as lastly the references. These are the points which is to be included in our research publications. Abstract, it should be concise and it should include the statement of our research topic and the methods which we have used and the key findings and the main impact is to be included in abstract. Introduction part, it is why we have selected, what is our objectives, what are the previous work reported, that will be included in the introduction and literature review part. Methodology, what the work has to be, what the work has been completed is to be included in the methodology. The many research papers or research journals, they prefer MRAD as a main components. That is introduction part, methods and material, that is experimentation part, results, the data you got on during the experimentation, and the results are analyzed and their discussion. So these are the 5 major parts, major component of each research paper, which is accepted internationally. We will come to one by one each part of the research paper. That is, first part is title. Title of a research paper, it should be informative, specific, it should be short and should not exceed 25 words. Preferably, it should have near about 15 words. If it is not possible, but any case, it should not exceed 25 words. It should not be vague. It should not be other than the specific pattern given by the research journal. And below the title, names of research papers, researchers, scientists are given. From the title, select 5 to 7 key points which can be given after the abstract. That should not exceed 7 words and it should be related to your work. It will be synchronized to your topic of research, and it should not contain abbreviations or chemical formulas. It will be easier by searching that keyword by the others and during writing the title, avoid the word using. Second part comes in the research paper is order of authors. there are various methods, various procedures adopted by the scientist while writing the orders, their names in the research papers. They are following different orders. The first order, first author, it is having more importance because it is considered that he knows everything about the research paper, research work. So first author is having a coveted position, and it will increase the visibility of a particular researcher. While searching the literature, you might have come across that sometimes it is written Arif Pathan and et al. Or co-workers. So if the first author is Arif Pathan, then it will be recognized, or it is having the more visibility, or then the second or third or the last author. Generally, if the first author is the candidate who carried out the experimentation, literature survey, as well as analysis of the work in consultation with the supervisor or research guide. Generally or traditionally, we can say that the supervisor or research guide puts his name in the last. Last author should be a principal investigator or it is a supervisor. But it is not the thumb rule to write this type of order. Some prefer alphabetical orders. Sometimes they write the names of the researchers in alphabetical order. Or sometimes they are mentioning the names in order of their decreasing contributions in the research work carried out by a particular person. And at the end or the last, name of the supervisor is given. So these are the generally methods which are used for giving the names in these orders. So far as name of corresponding author or the first author, it is one can say that we can have multiple first authors, and if a person which is to be contacted other than the first author, then it is shown by abstract. Means the data and the research can be discussed and exchanged with that corresponding author. Then there can be a multiple last authors. And if last author means if more than one supervisor is there, more than one guide is there, then in that condition, the name of the second person is mentioned in the footnote or at the end. There are the second point, which is the part of, which is the component of a research paper, is abstract. Abstract, it should not exceed more than 250 words. If it is having the words between 100 to 150, then it will be well. And having more impact. It should be written in a one paragraph. Then, while writing the abstract, present tense should be used where the results are already completed or written. Then the work done can be mentioned in the past tense. So far as abbreviations are concerned, abbreviations should be avoided and long words, complete words to be included in the abstract. If it is not possible to include the long words because of the very lengthy, for example, HPLC, we can use such type of short terms or abbreviations which are already accepted. And in the abstract, there should not be any references or citation. If citation or references are present in our abstract, then it is likely to be paper to be rejected. It should have three components. Firstly, describe the problem, the why we have carried out this work. Then the results, and then the conclusions and the impact. In this order, the abstract should be given. Then comes the introduction part. Introduction part is we can say that it is very important, since it gives the idea or gaps in the previous research already carried out by different persons. It will also give the idea about our objectives. It will give the information about the topic. So, to be a good introduction part, it should be presented nature and scope of the problem. It should have the statement related to method of investigation, how it is the matter related or research related to our methods should be given. It should include the principal results of the work already carried out and the conclusion part of those already reported their work. In this unfocused or the literatures which is not related to our research topic should be avoided. Cite the proper paper as per the guidelines. So I was speaking about these part as the first part is title, authors. Now one thing I have forget during this is the association of teacher or researcher, where he has carried out or where he is working. That association is also important. While writing the name of the authors as well as the associations. One should be very particular. The things are very important. If you use different types of naming or association is different, then your work will be less visible or people, you will not be getting the same recognition you should have. For example, in my some research paper, I have written Pathan Muhammad Arif. I have given sometimes Arif Pathan. My research scholars has mentioned my name as Arif Pathan. In all these conditions, they are having a different, we can say that it is having two different profiles, and that is why it will be difficult to recognize a person. So to avoid the multiple profiling, one should have this one type of one name. It should be mentioned in all their research papers. Use same naming system for all the research papers. And secondly, the association. Sometimes in my some papers, my research scholars have mentioned Maulana Azad College, Aurangabad. Sometimes they have some students, they mentioned as Maulana Azad College of Arts, Science and Commerce, Aurangabad. So this type of association difference should not be there. Already I have spoken about the abstract and introduction part. Now I will come to the material and method, that is the procedure part. The method adopted for the research work is mentioned, it is given in this part of a research paper. In this paper, the data or procedures should be given in a chronological order. Means if synthesis part is there, then first mention the procedure of synthesis, then related to spectra or microbial analysis, etc. Don't give the data or content in which microbial analysis is first mentioned and synthesis part is given in at the last. It doesn't come in the chronological order. Secondly, the method which are used, it should be written in detail. It should be precise, complete, as well as concise. Means it should be given accurately, it should be complete, as it should have minimum words, minimum sentences. It doesn't mean that some data is excluded. And in this method or procedural part, there is no need to give the what we have got the result and related things should not be given in material and methods or procedure part. Some research journals, they refer material and methods, and some call it as a procedures, or some they call it as a experimentals part. So while writing a procedure, it should not be in the serial steps. Instead, it should be in a paragraph form. These are the things I have already discussed. And one thing is to be kept in mind that whenever we write the method or procedures or experimental data, use the past tense because the work is already completed by the researcher. Then comes the results part. Results that includes the data collected during your work, during the analysis of your experiment. Sometimes it requires graphs. Sometimes it requires tables. The data is expressed in terms of tables and graphs whenever it is necessary. Once again, it is worthy to say that the work is already completed, the research has been done, then it should be in the past tense. It should not be a present tense. And result is the core heart of our research paper. Therefore, it should be very precise, accurate, and it will be supported by the citations and references as well as work contributed by others should be included in our discussions, results for their comparison. Then these are the some things, subheadings are there, capitals, short forms you can use there. Then during the text, table numbers, graph numbers, figure numbers are to be mentioned along with the purpose of that table or title, we can say. Like here, graph is given, then in the graph, the different types of parameters, it is mentioned there. Then the data in this results is presented, it is given in different styles. That is, the first is the direct text, running text. Second one is in a tabular form, figures. If figures are there, then their quality should be good. And figures, if it is not mentioned in our running text, then it will be very difficult to recognize why that table or figures are given in these discussions. Therefore, it is necessary to give the details of, or to cite or to give the information about tables and figures in the text also. So far as tables are concerned or figures are concerned, one should have to follow the norms given by a particular research journal. There is not a single method for giving the details. For example, in this slide, you can see here on the top, there is table number and the title of this table is here. Sometimes this table number is mentioned below the table and so on. So that is the important part of the research paper is discussion. It is very difficult section of our research paper. It needs the information about the literature survey. It needs the details of the procedure or methods. It needs the data we have we have generated, we have got during our experimentations. All those data, when we know, then only we are able to write a discussion part. That is why it is a very difficult or hardest section of the research paper. In this discussion, we have to show the primary purpose of our work. We have to give the details and analyze the results. We have to proper explanation for getting such type of results. And the discussion should end with a short summary. So there should be a short summary at the end of the discussion. So there are some graph mentioned here. Which is showing how to present. It varies with. Now see here in this paper, figure number 5, it is given at the bottom of the graph. Figure number 5. So in this way, while preparing a research paper, writing a research paper, one should go to the website of a research journal or publisher and see that which type of norms they are using. Then comes the referencing part. The literature survey already cited during the introduction as well as discussion part, they should be mentioned in a bibliographic manner at the end of the research paper. There are various methods, various systems, different formats used for the bibliography or referencing. The most preferred is American psychology's pattern. Citations, it is in the text followed by author's last name, year of publications. It is some journals, they prefer the year of publication in bracket, parenthesis. Some does not. Then some prefers alphabetical order. Some prefer references in order of their occurrence in the current text. In the research paper, some other parts, they are also needed by reputed research publishers and research journals. That is supporting informations. It is to be supplied, it is to be provided by the authors as a supplementary files. It may be tables, it may be graphs, or any other data. The part which is there, it is another part of the component which is needed sometimes in some research journals or many other research journals, is acknowledgements. Acknowledgement is the part where we should have recognized the persons who have contributed directly or indirectly in completion of our research work. Some research journals, their needs the contribution of the authors. If you are having more than one author, then what are their contribution? They need it, and they mention it in the research paper. Some research papers or research journals, they need ethical guideline, ethical guidelines you referred. If you are carrying out a work on animals, then whether you have followed ethical norms or not, it is also to be included in our research paper before the references. That is to be mentioned here. There are the norms, there are the some things, the points which is to be remembered while writing the acknowledgement. The persons who provide the technical help and support during our references, literature survey or experimentations, they should be acknowledged properly. The laboratories where we received the spectras, the data of related to microbial and other analysis which are carried out, it is to be given in this acknowledgement. And at the end, I will say that writing a paper is not simple if we do not follow these rules. If the work carried out is of not in your interest, then you will not be able to write a good research paper. If you are writing the research paper poorly, then definitely you would never like to read it again. Your own. When you are not reading your topic, then how we can expect that others are referring and reading it? So, lastly, I say that research papers writing is an skill and it requires in-depth knowledge. Different tools are required. So proper utilization of all the resources should be done so that we can be able to write a very good research paper. So at this occasion, I will stop here. And at the last, I am thankful to the principal of both the colleges, Pune College, Pune, or Maulana Azad College, Aurangabad, for giving me an opportunity to speak on scientific writing with you. Thank you, one and all. Thank you. Now, over to Zamir sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you, sir, for the warm. Okay. Thank you, sir, for the sharing such valuable insight into the scientific research. I am sure the participants have gained a deeper understanding of the topic. Now we open the floor for a brief question and answer session. Participants, kindly share your queries and Dr. Pathan will address them. Yes, if you have any query, you can unmute yourself and you can ask the question. Yes, I think no one has any query. Thank you so much, sir. Okay. So, dear participant, here we have shared the feedback link for both the technical session in the chat box. Please ensure you down. Please you take the moment, provide your valuable feedback after this session. And additionally, the assignment PDF related to today's topic will be posted in the chat box shortly. Please ensure you downloaded it and follow the instruction provided. So I will share the feedback link in the chat box. You can go through the link and give your valuable feedback. Okay. So we will now proceed with the next segment of the program. Moving to our next segment, I take this opportunity to introduce our next speaker, Mr. Gufran Sheikh. So Mr. Gufran Umar Alam Sheikh is an accomplished researcher currently pursuing his PhD at the Solar Energy Research Institute, National University of Malaysia. With expertise in renewable energy and material science, he has over 2 years of pharmaceutical industrial experience and specializes in the synthesis, fabrication, and characterization of advanced material for solar, photovoltaic, and pharmaceutical. Mr. Gufran has made significant contribution to the field with multiple publications, including recent work on lead-free peroxide material and the innovative synthesis of cesium bismuth iodide perovskite inks. His research papers are published in a prestigious journal like Solar Energy and International Journal of Renewable Energy Development. Additionally, he has authored a book chapter on self-charging supercapacitors, showcasing his diverse academic interest. Mr. Gufran has a special connection with us as he is an alumnus of Pune College, having completed his master's in year 2020. Always a proud moment to see our student achieving such great heights. Mr. Gufran will deliver a talk on a topic including reference management tools like Zotero and Mendeley, how to write a review article, and how to write a technical article. Over to you, Mr. Gufran Sheikh.
Thank you, Roxanne ma'am, for introduction, and thanks to all the both college principal and our professor and doctors and the colleagues to giving me opportunity to share my little bit knowledge because I am pursuing, so I don't have much expertise on this, but so far I learn little, so I just my professor is said to me just share your experience what you have done, so that's why I'm here to share my expertise. So assalamu alaikum and good afternoon to everyone. My name is Gufran. As per Roxar ma'am is introduced, I'm working on the material science and on the synthesis, especially I'm working on the synthesis. Now let's go for is it my screen visible?
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir. I'm here to present my expert on the effective research literature, research writing and revision with Zotero and Mendeley. So I am here to present my, as per Prof. Arif Pathan sir, is already introduced more detail and explain more detail about how to write the paper and how can go through the good articles. So I'm just focus overview because the prof already mentioned everything. So I'm just into this. Is it my screen is available? My PPT slide?
Yes, it's visible.
So I will focus on understanding the picture using AI apps and informative source and database, Scopus and Web of Science. journal citation reports, and the Google Scholar reference management, and how we can go for reading and notes taking strategy. I will focus on that. So literature review, as per Prof. Arif Pathan is mentioned, the collection, the scholarly writing on the topics, and we have to go for peer review articles, books, thesis, conference proceedings. And now the conference proceeding is those are working new techniques, so that they don't have much data to publish in a good articles, but to protect their patent and to protect their synthesis method, so they just proceed for proceeding. So if the author and those have done the work, they goes for the proceeding, so they can protect their data as a first author in a first research field. So peer review article and books chapter and thesis is the final, and the last those are working on the master on the research base and the PhD. So academically ongoing work, the various people is contributing the discussion on certain topics. So we have to focus the research gap. We have to find out the research gaps and the hot topic in current area and the current field. So basically we are from the chemistry. So in chemistry, chemistry is a versatile field. Even we are from organic chemistry, material science, analytical chemistry, inorganic, and physical chemistry. So we all have, so we can go in various field. I am belongs to organic chemistry. I've completed my organic chemistry, but here I'm also working in the material science, and I'm synthesis in organic material, organic material also. So we can go to find the research gap according to your expertise, according to your field, and also you can take the suggestion from your professor, from your teacher, from your guidance. So literature simplifies to illustrate to me looks the position of your ideas. Now I can say now I'm working on the renewable energy. So now I'm say now this topic is water splitting, hot topic, and the magazine material, that is a material science, the graphene from organic chemistry. These are under the renewable energy and including also the organic chemistry. So these are the currently in the renewable energy, these are the hot topics. So we have to search, take example graphene, we have to search in graphene, using graphene, which type of electrolyte can use for DSC, dye-synthesized solar cell, indoor or outdoor. There is also different types of solar cell also using in-house. It's called indoor light. So indoor light, some device is quite long stable, so we can use indoor house. Outdoor, like industrial application, like electric vehicles, so we have like a different type, perovskite solar cell, thin film solar cell. So we can go in this literature contain scholarly what interact with each other, your environment, your research field, and what gives to the field. So literature review, understand the topics, analyze existing work, pull out the pattern, themes, develop your own prospective ideas, how you can implement your methodology, how you can implement the process. Someone did the different application. They synthesize the same material. If we say the graphene, so one is synthesized for the energy, one synthesized for the some drug, one synthesized for the some cancer or bacterial activity. So we can tune the application as per Prof said. So we can say the Prof said like we have the different application and synthesis. If you copy the exact synthesis of the material, you will not able to publish in good article. You can able to publish in few article like predatory journal, but that is not useful for your future, for future scope and your job. But you can tune that methodology according to the application. You just cite that methodology and you just tune the application in the literature review, and you can summarize all that and comparative contrast and critically evaluate, analyze, organize. So how similar different work compared to the others? That's why I'm saying you have to things in application field, hot application field, you have to search about and you have to think about. So planning of literature review, where, when, how, what, who, why. So this also this question is given to me at the time of the BSc, Dr. Zamir Ahmed. You always, if you're doing any study, if you're doing any research, if you're doing any experiment work, so you have to think this question, WH question: where, when, how, what, who, why. Who did, how did, you have to think, identify the important keywords. And nowadays, have you heard the news? The last Nobel Prize is the protein structure is determined by the AI tools, using AI tools, and he got the Nobel Prize. And he's given to command to AI to draw this type of text, the protein structure, and they got the name. So the artificial intelligence, you have to and you must know about how to use in our research field, how we can use it in our studies, not for copy paste. You can use copy paste, but Turnitin is there. Plagiarism, Turnitin is there. If you use copy paste, 100% you will caught. So list of example AI tools, you will get the idea how we can go for the research, how we can get the hot topic, how we can get the research gap using AI tools. But you cannot use AI tools as a copy paste, as a just for literature, cannot, because Turnitin is there. So topic graphene, identify, you can give the proper command. If you give the proper command to AI tools, 100% it will gives you your satisfied result, and even you can't expect I can get this result from AI tools. Explain the synthesis of graphenes, different parameters. if you if you have the hypothesis, I want to synthesize the graphene like some Solgel method, like reflex action method, so you can just give the hypothesis, I want to put these parameters like acidic medium, basic medium, or I want to do in neutral medium for the reaction condition or pH condition. So, and the temperature, you give your hypothesis to AI tools, and they will give you some relevant article, and so you can go for your idea, your hypothesis, and you can work on that, and that article you can publish in very high good journal, and like Nature, ACS, RCS, elsewhere, Wiley, you can publish. These are the reputed journal. So journal article, so later full article, review article, how you can access the good article from the, because now there's number of articles is trillion article related to your topics, but you have to know the which article I have to do. So basically, as per learn, so you have to focus for your idea, for your research, take the most reference from the Nature, from ACS, from RCS, from fuel, from chemical, RCS, Royal Chemical Society. You can take this journal and you search on your topics, and you download that result. Now Dr. Prof says now the India have single subscription base. This is the very good opportunity for us, and we get the good, this is excellent, very good news for even for me, because no one, even I'm studying in a world ranking university, so we don't have much subscription based journal. We cannot access Nature article, we have to request, and those have the subscription, so we have to request them to give this article through library, through some friend, through my senior. But we have the good opportunity in India, we can get any type of article using this single subscription base, as Prof said. So this is good, so we can easily access that article, download, and we can follow that article for our synthesis, our synthesis and our review. So in the review article, you need the number of article, number of paper, at least you have to go through 200 articles, but this is not possible to go through 200 articles. So you have to go for use some AI tools, how we can approach, how we can understand the methodology, how we can understand the research gap, what they mention inside the article. We cannot, because the review article is always minimum is 30 to 45 pages minimum. More than that page minimum. So you cannot go through 200 article. It will take too much time, but we don't have much time to spend on that. So we can go for quick access, and if we go our desired research gap, desired synthesis part, so we can go directly on that article and read more details. So related to that article, you also find more articles, so you can go through AI tools. So as the rapid review, quick to publish, short page, 3 pages, that is called is a conference proceeding. So you can proceed, and and also in India, lots of the conference. Last time we have the ISER conference and NCL conference. There is very cheap, means around 3,000 rupees only for the conference, and you have hello. Hello.
Yes, you are audible, Gufran. Please share your screen.
Please go. Yeah. So we go for a step proceeding or presentation conference, maybe extended or not. So you have to go through this. So book, ebook, and book chapter, patent. Uh, Prof already told these things, so I will not get too much because Prof already. So I was focusing on the database. So we have to search always database in Web of Science, Scopus. This database is worldwide, is accepting and acceptable. Even our India UGC have their some different source of, they can accept some article, they have a special case. But while you go for the feature for foreign country, for any other, so you always focus on the whether our journal is Web of Science or Scopus, whether it's in the Web of Science or not. So you have to always think about these things while you go for publication. Even any publication, even book, ebook, book chapter, conference, and the proceeding, anything. So you have to go through the Web of Science. And you also see the journal quartile Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. You also think about this quartile. So this all quartile is under Web of Science is good. So if you have the Q1, Q2, Q3, because if you go for application for your job, and they will see your CV and your publication, and if you publish that, they will see the how many Q1 article do you have, how many Q2, Q3, number of patent, book chapter. So that calculate the impact factor is coming from the previous 2 years divided by current citation. If we are getting the impact factor. So so you can get the article from Google Scholar, ResearchGate, and Sci-Hub. Everyone knows. I think the all students those are working. Everyone knows the Sci-Hub. So we can go through. Another one is libgyn.is. But for the Indian, we don't want, because we already have the subscription. So we don't want these things. These all are Sci-Hub, LibEngine. These are the pirated website. So reading and taking a strategy, skim read to first sort by priority. So abstract and conclusion finding, focus, detailed reading, note taking, and most relevant source, and connect to your question. So you have to search, your gap, your hypothesis, your expertise, and you have to set your methodology and finding the argument through your literature review. And if you have much time for the synthesis, you have the synthesis lab and facility of the chemical and the characterization. Even every lab have the chemical facility, but for the characterization we have a little bit difficult, so we can go for review, and if we are able to manage the characterization, so we can go for synthesis. So analysis also we can go for the statistical approach, and we can go for some some simulation work, simulation like even chemistry, and we are from organic chemistry, so everyone knows about the DFT. So DFT, and everyone is the molecular orbital theory, MOT, and so we knows this. So these are from DFT, density functional theory. So this is the simulation work. So you can go directly. There is a lots of simulation you can run in your laptop for simple. If you just synthesize to imagine some new molecule, if I wants to change graphene structure and I wants to attach some aromatic compounds to graphene structure, what is the properties has to change, their ability, their stereomer, their chirality. So you have to go through these simulation work. DFT is a paid version, but some few version is online free, so you can use the DFT for simulation, and that DFT is always goes to high impact factor journal. High impact factor journal means you can able to publish in ACS, RCS, even Nature, if you study that much in detail. So organize your notes according to draw a concept map, map the table, matrix, and group. So this is activity and create the mind map using XMind, prompt ChatGPT. ChatGPT output create markdown file and Dillinger IO. So these are the AI tools. So effective research make full Scopus, Web of Science, other search engine. So we also have the reference use the EndNote, but EndNote is free paid version, but for in our university they give the subscription, so we don't know. So but I'm not even using EndNote, I'm using the Mendeley and Zotero. So citing your sources. So this is the why we are citing, because we just think the hypothesis, but how we confirm this hypothesis is valid or not. So through your citation you can prove, oh, this is my evidence, this journal, this reputed university. Also, so the journal also saying the which university this work from which university have done. So they also saying the university, rank of university, and who. So the citation is always give you the evidence, and if they will avoid your plagiarism, and the proof you have done research shows the amount of research that have you done, so how many article you goes through the. So this information is comes from your citation and your reference, and that reference is provide the strength of your work and strength of your research. So list of reference is according to the journal. You can go for the journal. There is a, if you go to publish, Prof said, if you go to the publish, so the journal have their means you can go through the how the format they are giving the format. So you can go for through that format. Title of publication must be italic for book, journal title. So in the name is all title and title of your article, title of journal should be italic. So they automatic comes from the your reference source. So author name, if you wants to do like some new paper will not publish on, so you have to do manually. So you have to put author name full stop, year full stop, title of the article full stop, name of the journal italic, volume number issue in bracket colon, and the number of page full stop. So this is the, if your article not yet published but it's already accepted, but so you can, if if already accepted, so you can cite your self. It's called self citation also. Your article you citing in your own next articles is called self citation, is already accepted, so you just cite for to increase your citation. So this for the from book you can get same, and from proceeding journal we can go through the same pattern, author name, book title, and there your chapter title, and the book number, issue number, and DIO number, all that. And also some you also have sometimes citing from the thesis, cites from the some books, some uh, news articles. So you have to go the manually, because the also you are citing some website. So website you have to just copy the website link, and you have to copy the website name, and that is enough for the citation. And Mendeley, everyone knows that Mendeley is owned by the Elsewhere. So this is the free web and desktop references, and in this library you no need to worry about my library loss, because this is online. If you click your mail, this all library data automatically comes in your file. So author name, initial, date published, title, source, and publisher, they all are, and the written from URL. If you have the website link, you do this website link you can paste. If you have the DIO number, you can paste DIO number while you're doing manually. If you're doing directly from the citation, so it's directly it will come from the books. There is a different format of one of the Gaia UKM. So we have to for this Gaia UKM is only for the UKM. This is every university have their own formats. So that is Gaia UKM. APA, Howard Prompt, ML8. These are the international. So you can use APAs now is most using nowadays, or APA, ACS, and IEEE. This citation style is always is. So you see, if you go for all documents, so you can cite from here, and you can change your style. You can change your, so use the citation plug Microsoft. If you do go for Microsoft, I will show a little bit. Just I will finish. So I will show one. Can I show one demo, Dr. Zamir Ahmed?
Yes,
Need to
please.
show
Yes,
need to
yes.
show demo or just proceed at presentation?
We have more number of students, PG
Okay.
students, so it will be better if you show demo.
So this is a Mendeley. So I'm going to show you some demo. So I'm writing one review articles in this review article I'm summarizing the table. My Word file is visible. This is my Word file is visible.
Your
No,
PPT
it's
is
not.
visible.
Please share your work. You need to share entire window.
Now,
Yes, yes.
so I'm just writing this review article. So I'm analyzing the different type of perovskite halide and their dimensionality, how it's look at 2D, 0D, 3D dimensional, and the band gap and the architecture, the which are they are using. So this is my summary of the table for the review article. So if I have this type of article, so I can also take one more example. So if I am going to take this one, so if I'm going to cite, so first I will click here. Okay, I'm taking the fresh one. Just a minute. So, and this is this one already, Prof. Arif Pathan already shown about this. So the title and your name, and this is my affiliation. You have to should be write your affiliation in the italic form, and the abstract is 200 to 250. You can exceed 200 to 250, and the keywords you can go for 4 to 7 keywords, and then introduction. So introduction, in the introduction, this is technical paper. So introduction first, you can exceed 3 paragraph, but usually if the good article they are mentioning 2 paragraph is enough. So first paragraph you have to detail about your research and interest, everything in detail in first paragraph. Let's see, as talking about the lead based perovskite of the solar cells, I'm talking about that. So second paragraph, third paragraph, I'm talking about why is hazard. My second paragraph is talking about my synthesis, continuous flow reactor advancement, why is applicable, why I'm using this one, what is my novelty, what through the flow reactor, what I'm going to present, and what the outcome will through the flow reactor, outcome through the flow reactor. So I am discussing on that in the last, and also mentioning about my achievement. Also we have to little, not that much, very few, just you have to mention in the last paragraph. So in this case I can say, so I just cite any article PCA power conversion efficiency. So I'm just saying, so I have, this is one Zotero. So if you download Zotero, automatically it will come your word, just needs to accept and proceed. So this is Zotero. So if you go for Zotero site, okay, so this is okay, okay, it's taking. Sorry, it's taking a little bit time because it's already. Sorry for that, network is too slow. So I'm getting latest is buffering. So if you go for Mendeley, so you just click, I want to set here. So this is my silicon solar cell base currently. Just I will click here. I want to add any, so I am was a narrative band gap perovskite solar cell recent advancements perovskite. So just I will click on that and I will go for insert citation, and you can also set your citation setting. So from here you can see here is showing the name. So this is APA style. So if you are writing the review article, so review article you can go for this style, APA. So APA style, it will give you the your author first name. So while you comparing during review article, while you comparing, oh, which article I have done cited, so I need to give the more reference, and what I have written I forget from which article. So you just see the Smith et al. So just click on this. So you just directly go to the library and even uh, your this documents file PDF in this article PDF, and you can insert more. So this is APA style. So you can change according to the number of style is there, change your style. So nowadays APA is most common nowadays. Also I have IEEE, and there is also have ACS. We can go for I custom search another style. So we can go for another style and you can search ACS. So see, ACS applied energy material, ACS applied material interface. You can also in this is also Q1 article, and this is also good article. The impact factor is 5 and Q1 article. So you can apply this one ACS. So I will go this one APA 7th edition. So no need to change. I will go reference. Now I will go for first. So I will cite insert. So see this directly. So this name is directly came because I want to just needs to first author. So first author as is mentioned Wong. So first article if I want to do in review article, and nowadays they in the review article they use also such type of API article, or if you want to change the bibliography, don't want to go there, you just goes to here, update the bibliography. So just go insert reference, and here is bibliography. Just update your bibliography, it's automatically is come. If you want to change any bibliography, just insert I want to check like this, so automatically bibliography will come. So now these all are, you have to go downward. So see the all bibliography is coming down. So now add citation, and their bibliography automatically comes down. So if you search in this citation, if you go for citation is automatically, if you forget, oh no, I want to cite this is number one, this I want to cite this one here, and this one is different, so it's automatically changed. Already you cited is become number one, but I want to cite here up first line different citation. Let's see Jao. So different citation, so this one is coming, so automatically it will change. If I go for to change the citation style, so I can change the IEEE, it will come number one. See, so this automatically change, so no need to go for someone is doing manually square bracket 1 square bracket close 2 square bracket like this. So if you can do for in review article, because when I was doing internship in India in CSR NCL, so that time also first time I used manually square bracket 1 square bracket 2 like that. Then later I understand, and then my senior and Dr. Zamir Ahmed told me use Mendeley and Zotero. So that time I was use Mendeley. Now I'm also using the Zotero. So it automatically change A1, 1, 2, 3. If he wants to go for any, I wants to do like here any article, and I will add some other. Okay. If you wants to add manually, so you just go manually, and here is the your recent, add it. So in this, add the reference. If you wants to import from your file, import from folder, import from, you already have the previous library. If you're using different type of library, there is one library is called online library is bibtex, something is bibtex is there, but online there is bib. So you can directly cite through this. So this is citation. So we can cite like that. Even we can go for Mendeley, we can go for Zotero also, same like that, but we don't have much time, so I can show only the Mendeley. And how to take the data, so I can show. Share. So if you search any, I am searching one on Google Scholar. My screen is visible na? Now screen. So now I'm going to how to extract flavonoids from coca leaves. Now see, number of article is coming. Qualitative and quantitative estimation of total phenolic, total flavonoids from the leaf extracts. So I just click on, if I want to read, so I can read this article, and I don't want to read, so I just, so this is coming from the flavonoids compound, quercetin, this the phenolic and flavonoids compounds. So we can extract from the Ashoka leaves, and you can also think of like that green synthesis and green is extraction. So I will go for, so here is site, here is mentioned is site. So just we click on site only. So here is coming like web text and not Risman reference book. So we will take Rifman or bibtex. So we are using the Mendeley. So you just take bibtex. So just take EndNote. It will automatically sum. Yeah. So we can see here Zotero software updater. Now is updating. So we can go for Zotero. So here is library. So just select here, go from your Word documents. Just select here and go from your Word documents. Word documents. And just cite anywhere, just like Zotero. So see, qualitative is directly, if I got selected, so it's directly coming. qualitative and quantitative estimation of total phenolic and total flavonoids in leaf extract of the Saraka Asuka. So we can directly cite this article, and next we get. So sometimes it will show you directly. Sometimes you have to go from tools. Sometimes you have to go from the tools. And just wants to take. So if you go from tools, so here is already showing like some ACS journal, RCS journal or Nature, it will give you provider. So you have to click on the tools, and through tools you have to download the citation. So this has to get through the online. So this is the different type of the citation open in library. So we have go to more style. I have shown we can change your according to
Sir, you are not audible. Gufran sir, you are not audible.
now I am audible, Prof.
Yes, yes. Sir.
Sorry, Prof, I am a student. You just say on my claim. The major findings, and nowadays we also take the some which one just searched on the flavonoids compound. Some flavonoids compound is antioxidant like quercetin, so you can take that in compound and you can extract in your lab is easy. And for bacterial application, I think you can do in lab, not that much expensive. Little bit some characterization, like you have to confirm your product is 100% is quercetin or pure. So you can do TLC column in your lab. And bacterial, you can check the bacterial growth, bacterial activity in your lab, because bacterial activity is not that much required more things. So you can use in your lab. Some little bit required some platform, some chemical, but can. So what are the major results? So what are the major results of your research? That is the major conclusion. So that is what is the implication significance of our finding. I am just taking the bacterial growth and any other activities application. If you go for application, so you have to 100% sure no one did through this method. Everyone did some bacterial activity, same compound, same things. But your method should be novel, and your three cases. You can take three cases, as Prof Arif Pathan said. You can take, if you assume your synthesis is novel, you can take this pattern. Second, you can application is novel, you can approach it this way. Third, you can also change the novelty of material. So this is three cases. You can think, you only alter one thing, either application, either your material, either your uh, synthesis route. So scientific, this is my article, the newly published article in solar energy Q2 and Web of Science, and impact factor is 6. So I just have published in this year. So through that, we have already physics and chemist, electrochemist, and solid states. We can go through this, and you have to synthesis the. Now in my this article, I didn't do my in this article only my the important is I mentioned in my article only flow reactor, and you are from the chemistry, organic chemistry. So flow reactor uh, is introduced in the organic synthesis, but not introduced in material science nowadays. Now they are introducing from 2024 from now. Before, no one introducing material synthesis because material synthesis have some issue like crystallization, all that things. So flow reactor have some limitation if there is microchip. So I'm little bit describing the instrument is microchip. So there is capillary action is the reaction is happening due to the pressure and the capillary action, like capillary tube, like there is a microchip. So in this paper, I didn't just my novelty is method. Other things you can find number of article related to my cesium bismuth iodide ink. Number of article you can find ink and my flow reactor. My method is novelty only. So I just alter the novelty only. I didn't change anything. So these things already. So I'm not going to go for more. This one also process and now is this process the predatory journal. So you can search number of journal is available and you just pay the few money. Even some journal doesn't want any money, you just give the article and 100% sure your article going to publish, because if they will give number of publication, they have data number of publication, they will go for Web of Science, Scopus and some other database. So I have this, so you must have to include in your database system. So they are taking like that, but there is no use in your future scope in your any academic, any industrial, because predator journal is not acceptable. But nowadays lots of article is there, journal is there. So this journal operate to, but in this case the author don't know who is the reviewer, but the reviewer always knows who's the author, because through the author writing style, author presenting skill, author institution affiliation, their supervisor, their co-author, all that, through that the reviewer knows the author, but author doesn't know the reviewer who are they. Sometimes intentionally, some jealousy they are rejecting intentionally. I'm saying this word because I know these things. I even prof know these things. So those are intentionally because they, and even they deem suitable to typical sense minimum independence expert reviewers. So if your work is too much quality of the paper and is novelty, so no one can reject even intentionally, even they knows you. Editor is only responsible for final decision. Nowadays editor also knows the author and some things is going on, so sometimes they accept, sometimes they reject. This is normal thing. So this is already done. This is already prof said how to write this one. So book chapter, writing peer review journal place different contents, and you can take any book chapter, like you just take like one example, how to different from different plant like Ashoka, from Nerium, uh, from aloe vera, from apple pulp. So you can you can extract from okra, how you can extract the flavonoids compound from okra. So you can take okra, these leafy vegetables, all that things, you just extract flavonoids, their review, how they are did, just these things, and you can, and book chapter you just these flavonoids compounds is present in this type of fruits, this type of vegetable, these types of leaves. So you can uh, just write like book, just an example. For big chapter is edited by collection seems to place, whereas one stake is writer more risk and book chapter allow more space to reflection and bigger ideas than the journal article. Because book chapter you have to write in more detail, and also book chapter you have to cite an evidence, more license to more advantages and the approach to the topic. I just when my book chapter is accepted in ACS, so I written on the piezoelectrolyte and I use the organic material PVDF, polyvinyl. So we along with the journal article usually, and either they sit along others exploring the related to the issue also in the book chapter, and how we can deliver to the student easily understand. And as last session we mentioned, prof, so your article, even what you write, even assignment, even your article, even your book chapter, even your any news article should be transparent like mirror. Anyone just see your abstract, your title, oh, this is good, oh, this person is explaining these things. So your title is attractive, transparent and easily understandable, or automatically they will go for your abstract. If abstract is good, then automatically they will go for your entire paper. So you can go in this way. So what the issue of the article, why is this article important, how could I prepare the hypothesis, what are the findings, what are the most significant result through your hypothesis. So last paragraph, brief summarizing, concluding sentence indicating the importance of your article, and the end of the article, research may have, you also have to clear your research gap. You also solve, like you solve some I can say in my cases, like I'm used the flow reactor, I've solved my synthesis and commercialization, but I am lacking with the concentration. My concentration is that not that much efficient to make a coating, on the substrate. So I mentioned in my article, I will work on the concentration of the ink. So if I increase the concentration, so it will coat on the substrate of the any substrate, glass or any flexible PTFE. So in your article, you also mention about what you have solved or what is remains in future scope. So this is the common less is the number of, there is a number of journalist article is submitting on the journal, and only 25% is accepted in every years. So this is refusal, rejection, accepting, this is going on. This is the one of the life process. And this is my the final I have done in my, this is my flow reactor. I have synthesized ink, rotary evaporator. This is my powder, the viscometer, and in this the circle, that is my solar device. And this I got the efficiency using the lead free perovskite material. So in this case, my two novelties, only the flow reactor and my ink. Other things already published. Thank you. Thank you, Doctor. I have done.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Gufran, for your engaging talk. Participant, if you have any query, any doubt, please feel free to ask. Yes, and if anyone want to give any suggestion, the floor is open to all. Yes, Abdul Pathan, you have any query about CFR? Few words about CFR. Is you want to ask what is CFR?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Yes, Gufran, if you have any idea about CFR.
CFR, what is the full form? I didn't get.
Sir, it is continuous flow reactor. You are using for your synthesis.
Oh, I didn't use in mention in my report in CFR. Yes, sir. So this is basically the continuous flow reactor. So while we're using the batch process, I'm audible.
Yes, 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 sir. Yes, sir.
So when I'm using the batch process, so during batch process, there is a number of, I can take one example like nitration. So during nitration, sulfuric acid, nitric acid, lots of fumes of nitrous oxide. That is too much hazardous when we go for, because when we go for nitration, so when we go for filtration, separation, separating funnel to extract the product and to get the nitrous product. So that time we facing problem with the fumes. So in the flow reactor, one, there is your nitration reaction mixture. So you just continuous following through, directly you will get the product. I can show my PPT. So you can directly get the product. So you can easily control your temperature, control your pressure. You can alter with your pressure. You can alter with your temperature. You can alter with your flow rate. Flow rate also, your reaction time also easily. And that is already computerized. You can do both manually and the computerized. You have program. While you're using the computer program, so if there is some leaking, so in this flow reactor they also sense your moisture, like some hygroscopic reaction. I can take one example, like you go for the using N-butyl as a N-lithium, N-butyl lithium are you using, that is hygroscopic and pyrophoric chemical. If the moisture and the oxygen is there, it will catch the fire. So such type of reaction. So if the inside the flow reactor there is no oxygen and moisture, if there is oxygen moisture, the reaction automatically detect and stop. So this is fully automatic. So these are the advantage. You can go for gaseous reaction in this. You can for the gaseous reaction you can use the BPR. In this there is back pressure controller. So you can use back pressure regulator. So you can also go for the gaseous reaction. While some reaction go like introduce the HCl gas inside the reaction. So you using the salt, any salt, rock salt or our normal salt, and then put the sulfuric acid, then is releasing the HCl gas. So HCl, so it's giving the releasing the HCl. So for that type of reaction, for complicated reaction, you can go easily through flow reactor, continuous flow reactor. There is different types of different models you can order according to your hypothesis.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay.
Yes, anyone has any query? You can ask. One question for the Gufran. What are the opportunities in Malaysia after completion of PhD?
After completion of PhD, if your profile in Malaysia, they are always seeking a profile. If you publish number of article during your PhD, even your collaboration with collaboration, if you publish number of article and that your article is in good quality, so you can easily get the job in Malaysia. And Malaysia job environment is very smooth, and especially you can free from any, if you belongs to any religion, there is no any religion restriction. You can obey your religion and you can follow, but the opportunity, everyone needs good profile. So if you after completion, you're saying after completion of PhD, so after completion of PhD, your number of article, even in Asia, not even in Malaysia, Asian countries, like China's, like Saudi Arabia, they want number of article and the quality of article and the patent. So you can get easily job. Okay. Am that clear?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Is any question? Okay, for the presidential address, Dr. Iqbal Sheikh, principal of Pune College, will join in shortly.
Anyone have a query regarding how to use AI tools for the literature review?
You can explain, Gufran.
So we have one, is called Space. Also, this you can also use the free version. So I just introduced the my screen is showing.
Not visible. It's visible. Yes, yes.
So this is Space. So you can through this. So you can also input your file, and if you have the PDF, and you can chat with the PDF, and you can go any topics. You just search like so I just searching the one topic heterocyclic compounds. So no result false. Okay. here is number of articles related to cossetting. So you can see, so here is showing that their application. So you can also create new column. So you up to you, you just wants to definition, discussion, definition. You just go for method. So methodology can go. So this is for AI tools, easily for the literature review, even for the technical paper, you can understand and you can download to relate it to your work. So if you go for C, here is showing the application part is using as a diabetes mellitus in the global health, and there is lots of, so you just search and you can create your column, or also you can just ask in ChatGPT, sorry, just ask to this AI tools methodology, so it will give the methodology, or reagent. You just ask to reagents, so what they will give your answer inside the article. So here is showing this compounds editor system chemical reaction. It will give the, this is the reference, so you can directly click and you can go for reference and you can see the all experiments. So this is sci space is even for literature survey, for article for writing the review article, for technical paper, you can find the number of article through this and you can conclude. Actually, when you're writing article, you're just focusing on one particular word. Like says, I want to say like a microbacterial activity. So you just click inside the particle. Oh, it's showing activity. It's showing. Just take it that PDF and save that docs for your future reference while you're writing. So you can collect the 100 and 200 article for your literature review. So this is very short and benefit. This is everyone is using. Those are the researcher. Everyone using this Sci space. This is also free version. They have limited search, and if you want to paid, so I have some access. If you anyone is interested to write any article using these AI tools, so I can give the access to him or her to explore their review article or even technical paper through this, using this Sci space. Okay, ma'am. Done.
Okay, thank you, Gufran. As the principal sir is busy in a meeting, so here we conclude. So as we come to the end of this fruitful workshop, we can say it is my privilege to deliver the vote of thanks. On behalf of the organizing committee, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to our esteemed principal in charge and head department of chemistry, Pune College, Dr. Iqbal Sheikh, for his constant guidance, support, and encouragement in organizing the workshop. A special thanks to all our distinguished speaker, Professor Dr. Pathan, Muhammad Ali Khan sir, and Mr. Gufran for their invaluable insight and knowledge sharing session. I would also like to thank the participants for their enthusiastic participation and active involvement, which made this workshop a successful. Finally, my sincere appreciation to the organizing team from the both Pune College and Maulana Azad College, whose dedication and teamwork make this event possible. We look forward to more such fruitful collaboration. Thank you. With this, we conclude today's workshop. Have a great day ahead and thank you once again for joining us. And don't forget to give your feedbacks.